Late Night Degenerates.
We're live.
We are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pulling up the game.
Why am I not able to post in
40. Good.
not
Perfect.
found? Hmm.
Do I put yellow flags on? Yeah, I'll leave them on. If there is a yellow flag, it's going to take a long time because the track's so
Oh, really?
long. But all right, I believe we are good to go. Hit continue, and then I'll just check the options when we get there. Make sure everything is turned on.
All right.
Drivers, to your cars.
All right. I put the link. Giant picture of Chopin.
I can. You know what? I meant to change that. I tried to upload the poster that I made, but it was over 2
Oh.
megabytes, so it said I couldn't. I
Oh.
couldn't do it, and I didn't have the time to try to cut it down into something shorter.
Yeah.
So right now, qualifying is running, and we're just going to kind of let that run. And whoever wins this gets the $1.10. And this takes like
Oh, right. Okay.
about 3 more minutes, and it'll be done. We should have the first lap in about a minute.
Okay. Oh, I guess I can post in Discord too. Announcements or general? What do you think?
Put it in announcements.
Announcements.
Or both. Maybe general. It doesn't matter.
All right. I'm watching the World Poker Tour 24/7 channel.
Mm-hmm.
Just saw Phil Ivey have a meltdown. I mean, Phil Hellmuth. He went all in with Jack 8, and I forget who the guy was, called him with King 3.
Ha! It's funny. I can see why he had a meltdown.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, you did have Jack 8, so if he thought that you were shoving with anything, then King 3 might be ahead of a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. He's so rude, though, when he berates the people and they're sitting right in front of him.
Yeah, calls them idiots.
Oh,
and
yeah. Oh, my God. You're crazy.
Hey, Adam. It'll be just
Hey,
about
Adam.
over at 5 o'clock. We might go a little past 5, maybe about 5:10. But
That's Poker Runner.
oh, hey, Poker Runner.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting is no times have come in yet for qualifying, which is a little surprising because they're supposed to run 2 laps in 4 minutes. We're down to a minute.
Oh.
If I check the standings in the game, it might actually be in, but I'm looking at the scroll. No, the times are not in. It says 39 seconds left. Oh, there we go.
Got him.
Yep. I don't know who has the pole because I'm just looking at the bottom 8, but
It's me.
nope, it's not. You are 10th.
Damn it.
And I am
That could be
16th.
11. I like this channel, this World Poker Tour 24/7. But I wish they would tell you what you're watching, what year this is taking place, you know?
Right. So
Drivers,
what I will
to your
do
cars.
is speed this up a little bit to try to get through the pace lap. But Bumper Adams qualifies on the pole. We have Gunner sitting right next to him. Curtain C, Ricky Tornado, half cent 50, Sunny, Adam, Ava, Gina, Tooth, Can't Catch 'Em, Trey Mingle, Crimson King, Mallard, Chopin, Squid Moose, Viper, and Crow rounding him out.
I like the color of Gunner's car. It's a cool color.
Yeah, he chose Fire Engine Red and Tramp Stamp Pink.
Oh my God, he's something.
Which not everybody got their favorite colors on their car. If the sponsor they gave me would clash with their favorite colors, then they got the colors of their sponsor instead.
Oh, gotcha.
So we're going to have a 40-lap race here. We're about to come around this final turn. Now, I was going to do some research and watch some Laguna Seca before this so I could know what turn numbers I'm talking about and all that, but I didn't. So we're just winging it. And the green flag is out. Bumper Adams brings us down. And it looks like Gunner didn't get the best run. Curtain C got stuck in the middle there. He lost a few spots. He lost a bunch. He's back in, I think he started third. He's already back in fifth or sixth. Side by side with the 95. They're still too wide in the back. The 3 now trying to pass the 33. Yeah, Kirk got a really bad start here. Back in 7th already. The 3 and the 11. The 25, the 23, the 67, 12, 87, 7, 17, 37, and 58. Rounding out the back of the field. They're all running single file at the moment. Let's head back towards the front. Your race leader, Bumper Adams.
So it's only have 5 watching, but Adam's the only one who has spoken up so far. Who else is here?
People coming down the hill. The 81, the 54 of Gunner, half cent 50s in third. Rounding out the top 5 is Adam and Ricky Tornado.
It's so strange watching it with no sound.
Oh yeah, you expect to hear the engines and everything.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I have the sound coming through my headset. I can hear the
Oh,
engines
do
and
you?
everything. But I didn't think about how you're not going to be able to hear it. I'll tell you what it sounds like though. It's like is what it sounds like. Let's hop back over to the leader. We've got Bumper Adams pulling away from the pack, but Gunner, he's getting closed in on by half cent 50 in the 50 car. Now this race does pay the top 3 finishers, so you do not have to win. You just have to finish in the top 3 to win something.
Adam says he's watching this and watching Pocono. There's a race in Pocono.
Oh, Pocono's so nice. We don't go to Pocono until later. Pocono is, the last memory I have of Pocono was just a lot of rain. I think it just rains all the time when they go to Pocono. Rain shortened races over and over again. So Gunner has been opening up the distance here on half cent 50. Looked like Ron was going to give him some trouble there, but everybody coming down the hill once again. Ava, Gina, Tooth, Kent Ketchum, Crimson King, Trey Mingle, Mallard, Vipers up there. Crow's still bringing up the rear.
Oh, that's new. It says fastest lap was Bumper Adams. That's
Well,
kind of
that
good,
is not good news for anyone else behind him. And the 7 coming down pit road. Not sure what happened there, but we're only on lap 2 or 3. Let's see what happens here. The
So where would I
7.
find the Pocono race, do you know?
Probably ESPN or maybe Fox or TNT. I don't know where NASCAR streams anymore. Um,
Oh, wait, no. That is not NASCAR. That's drag racing on Fox. Where is it on? On what channel?
so I'm going to go ahead and say the 7 is probably out of contention for winning this race or even finishing in the top 3, as they made an early trip down pit road, took some tires. Not sure exactly what the problem was, but they're coming back out now way behind anybody on this track. Meanwhile, Crow picked up a position on Squid Moose, passing the 37.
NBCSN, alright.
Chopin coming down the hill with Crow and Squid Moose running in the rear of the field. We've got Mallard with Trey Mingle, Crimson King, and Tooth also running towards the back, the 4 of them. And then your previous points race winner, Kent Ketchum, running right behind Gina. I think you're in 11th place, Gina. I'm looking at the scroll trying to figure out what position you're in, but I think you're in 11th, which would put Ava right in the top 10.
She'd be happy to know that.
And Curtin C right in front of her started 3rd, but had a really rough start, got caught up in the middle, fell back a bunch of positions.
Oh, that is kind of cool watching. I got this on and then the one on, what is it, NBCSN right next to it. Now, how fast do these cars go?
Oh, it depends. They can hit 200, but like
Oh,
at
they
a
can.
track like Pocono, that might be, I mean, Adam would probably know better than I do. That might be a restrictor plate track like Talladega or Daytona. They make it so they can't go so fast because
Oh,
there was a time back in the late 90s, early 2000s where they were hitting speeds that were just too dangerous for the safety advancements they had at the time, and also it was just, they kept going faster and faster, and at some point it's just
yeah.
dangerous. So they turned to restrictor plates instead as a way to try to save lives because people were dying a lot.
Oh, I bet. Now, what's the closest track to you, where you live?
Probably Daytona.
Daytona?
It's
Okay.
either
You've never
Daytona or
been.
Homestead. I've never been, but I've
Okay, one of
been very close to it. I've never like attended the track to see a race, but I've
them. Mhm.
been right by it. I've never seen the track itself, but seen the outside structure, I guess.
Is it something you would want to do?
Oh, absolutely. I'd
Yeah.
love to go. It's just that no one in my family was ever into NASCAR, so it was never something that I was going to be able to do growing up
Yeah.
because no one was going to take me. But as an adult, I've had plenty of time to go see a race, and I haven't.
I had friends in Jersey that would go every year. For about 10 years they did it, and then one of them passed away, so they
Oh,
kind of stopped doing it. But they loved it.
yeah, it is a lot of fun.
There's a little track in New Jersey by where I used to live called Wall Stadium. It's an oval track, and I think that's where they got into it. They used to race cars there. It was kind of cool. I missed that. Raceway Park was right next to me in Jersey. I grew up on that stuff. I loved it.
I have been to racetracks of non-NASCAR races for like fun stuff. I remember going to see a bunch of school buses on a figure-8 track
Oh, yeah.
as a kid. I remember like I'm guessing like some type of dirt truck race. Hard to say, I don't know. I was so
Okay.
young. But there was a lot of dirt, and it was a bunch of trucks, and they looked really weird. And that was
Is
fun.
that kind of what DJ did? That wasn't dirt, was it?
Um,
Or was it? I can't remember.
no, I think Seacock is a asphalt track.
I seem to remember seeing a video of him racing on a dirt track.
Very
You know
possible.
what, Adam? I haven't been to Darlington yet. I've been by it many times, but I haven't been. I'd like to go. It's about an hour and a half from me. Darlington, we're gonna do Darlington. I don't know when. I don't have the schedule up, but you have it in there, right?
Yes, I do, and I have. Maybe I don't have them all written down. I can't check
I
my
can find it.
spreadsheet, but it is on there.
Reschedule. Let's see. Darlington is August 27th.
It's a little ways away, but we'll get there.
Circuit of the Americas. Where is that? Heard of that?
We're going there. That's on the season, on the
Where is that?
schedule, but I don't know where it is.
No. Oh, the last race is on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Be
It's
fun.
the Circuit of the Americas is one I'm not familiar with. It's a track they started going to after I stopped watching.
Well, let's see. Circuit of the Americas, Austin, Texas.
And Ron bringing it to the bumper of Gunner. Now they're already in the top three, the two of them. We're running second and third. Adam just outside the top three, and Ron going for the pass on the inside of the 54. Gunner about to fall back into third place. Oh, he gets a really good run on the outside coming back through. The 66 coming up to Gunner's bumper now, and he's going to try to make a pass on the left. Ron now falling to the outside of the 66 after trying to make a pass on Gunner there, but the 66 falling back behind him. And coming down the hill. Everybody nose to tail there. We've got Gunner, Ron, Adam, Ricky Tornado, and Sonny. Curtin C, Ava, Gina, Kent Ketchum, Tooth, Crimson King, all in the picture. Running single file. Bumper Adams is 13 seconds ahead of the field.
Wow, that's hot. So Friday's race will be at what time? Do you know yet?
Friday's race, I might not stream Friday's race. The
Okay.
Daytona Road Course. I haven't looked at it yet, but if there's not a lot of passing, if it's going to be like 30 to 40 laps at a time with nothing going on, I might just run it and edit it and post it.
Alright.
But once I do check the track and see how it runs, if it looks really good, then I'll stream it. Probably same deal as before, where I try to start practice at 9:30, so the race starts at noon.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Could start it later. Ron coming down the hill with Gunner behind him. The 66 of Adam trying to get into the top three here. Ricky Tornado on his bumper. And Ricky Tornado was trying to go to the inside there. Did not have anywhere close to the amount of momentum he needed.
What's the longest race of the season that you have for us, do you know?
Yeah, that'll be the Coca-Cola 600. It's running
Oh,
on the 16th, July 16th, the day before the 600th impromptu game.
oh, right, yeah. Adam wants to know how Bumper is so far ahead.
I do not know. I'm assuming he rolled really high numbers at the beginning of the race. So the way the stats work is you have a range, between your minimum and your maximum column. And at the beginning of each race, every category that you set gets rolled between that minimum and maximum number that you set. I'm assuming all of his numbers came out high. And seeing as how he started in the lead and everybody getting bunched up here, what just happened? I completely missed the 66 getting by everybody. Hold on. Do I go back? I'm going back. I gotta
Yeah.
see what happened. It's kind of what we were waiting for all that time. Everybody got bunched up. Okay, so it looks like he just opened it up to the right of Gunner, and maybe that caused Gunner to fall back and bunch up the field, and that's what happened. But everybody
Oh,
got bunched up.
What's all right.
We'll hop back to live in a moment. It looks like Gunner's going to hold his position there for a moment, but then the 66 just pulls ahead.
Adam said, I blocked everyone. Go 66.
Yeah, look at that. And Kurt comes way around the outside into fourth place after sitting way back there in eighth. What a move. Yeah, I'll have to get a few angles of that when I put the edit up. I don't want to keep rewinding and checking out different angles.
Kurt's in chat shaking his head. Why are you shaking your head?
Shake my head, you're in fourth place. You just came up from like eighth.
Right?
Actually, you might be in third, because I don't see Ron. I don't know what happened to Ron.
I think when you started going backwards, he was in third.
Oh, okay. So maybe he's Kurt's in fourth.
Yeah, the ticker's showing him in fourth.
He should be happy. You
Yeah.
started in third, and right at the beginning of the race, you fell back a bunch of
Seventh or
positions.
eighth,
Yeah,
right?
7th or 8th. Right from the get-go, had a bad start. And then just kind of flew around everyone there. Let's hop back to live.
Is it live now? Adam wants to know.
Yep, we're live
Okay.
now. I just clicked us back to live. So Ron must have some distance opened up between himself and Adam here in the 66. Or something happened to him. Oh, there he is. Coming down the hill. Ron currently 8 seconds ahead of Adam, 22 seconds behind Bumper Adams. It looks like Ron's hitting about 79.5 miles per hour at his peak. Your race leader is just hitting 80, about a half a mile an hour faster. Running third and fourth is Adam and Curtin C. Currently, Adam running the faster laps. And a slightly higher speed. Let's take a look at who's behind them. We've got the 95 of Sunny currently running in fifth. We have Gunner in sixth, Ricky Tornado in seventh, Gina's in eighth.
Hey, I moved up a little.
Yes, you did. We have a battle for ninth. Kent Ketchum, Ava falling back a little bit.
Laps remaining. Oh, I didn't get a good look at Rich's car. It looks good.
Oh, thanks.
Light blue, yeah. I mean, they all look good, but I haven't seen his. He's hoping to watch on Friday or be around on Friday. I don't think he's seen any yet because his daughter's there with him.
He even led a lap towards the end of the Daytona race. I didn't notice until I was going back through and editing everything. But he had a really strong car towards the end. Can't remember where he finished, but it was somewhere in the top 7.
Oh, okay.
I'm almost hoping that the leader blows a tire to kind of even things up a little bit. He's so far ahead at this point. It's hard to imagine that they can catch him in 26 laps.
I hate to say it, but I want to see a crash. I hope it's me. I don't want anybody else to crash, but I want to see a crash. Crash into Ava. Me and Ava, can you do that?
I can't make it happen, but we might see something towards the end of the race when their aggression picks up a little bit. Maybe around that hill area, someone tries to drive it in too hard. It's harder with these types of tracks because you're not really reaching a very high top speed.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
Around 80.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or I shouldn't say 80. That's the average speed. The average speed around the track is about 80.
Okay. But they really went for details. I was noticing in the other one on Friday how they had all the trailers and like right there the ambulance and all that. It's kind of cool.
Some tracks are better than others when it comes to those details, but I think most of the tracks I downloaded for us to run throughout the season should be pretty nice looking, like with the trailers and stuff. It still looks like, graphics-wise, it looks like an older video game, the way the trailers look and everything like that. But it adds some color.
Oh, yeah.
Let's head
I
back
should
up.
have texted Crow, told him about this. Because I don't think he can watch on Fridays.
Here's your 4th place car right now, Curtain C, trying to make it into the top 3. Remember, this is a non-points race, and it only pays the top 3 finishers. So just outside that money right now is the 33.
With 25 laps to go, that's plenty of time. Ricky Tornado, that name makes me laugh.
I really need to use the restroom, so I'm going to go do that. I'll be right back. I
Alright.
figured I'd make it to the end, but
You
I
do
don't
have 25
know.
laps to go.
Yeah,
It's a while.
it is a while. I'll be right back.
Alright. It says we have 7 watching, but when I click on participants, it only shows 3. So I don't know who else is here. By the way, Joff wants to get 7 more cars into the league. If anybody knows anyone that would be interested, feel free to send them the info. I think he said he's going to cap it at 25. Oh, did I just see sparks coming out from the back tire of Kurt's car? I saw something. Wow, am I reading that right? Ron is 30 seconds behind Bumper Adams? Jeez.
Sorry about that. I'm back. So Curtain C trying to make it to 3rd place. Not too far from it, just a few seconds back.
Now, right after you left, I looked back at my screen and I thought I saw something look like sparks coming out from one of his tires. Is that the thing?
Yeah, that can happen.
Oh, I just saw it again. His back tire on the passenger side.
I'll have to pay attention. It could be a few things. It could be that someone might have kind of bumped him in the rear a little bit, and so he's getting some tire rub from the back right or back left quarter panel. Or it could just be that when he brakes so hard, he's getting a little bit of tire rub.
Okay.
Half Cent 50 has really dropped his lap times. We might see him start to fall back out of the top 3.
wants to know when pit stops will happen.
Pit stops are probably going to happen around lap, well, around, we're 18 out of 40, around 22 to 25, I think. A little over halfway.
Oh, his tire just did it again.
I wasn't looking.
And it's doing it again.
Which tire are you seeing it come from?
The back tire, right now it's doing it on the passenger side, the back tire. It's like 5 times.
Okay. I see
Did
what
you
you're
see it?
talking about. So that's the exhaust. That's just
Is it? Okay.
what that is they try to put so much gas into it that it there's too much and it'll overflow. It'll get caught in the I can't even think of the term now. But I was just reading about this not too long ago. And it causes that to happen. Basically, the gas combusts, and you see that fire
Oh,
shoot out
okay.
the side there.
Adam said just one pit stop unless you have issues.
Yes, just one pit stop unless you have further issues like the 7. We saw him come in just 2 or 3 laps into the race. But should just be one round of pit stops.
But on Friday, there were like 4, right? Because it was a longer
Yes,
race.
that's correct. There's 4 or 5 pit stops in that one. Let's hop up to Adam here. You can see he's closing the distance on Ron. We just finished half of the race, lap 20, 20 laps left. We should see cars coming to pit soon. Ron's still running slow laps. Adam's picking up about a half a second on him per lap. Which means by the end of this thing, Kurt should also be in the top 3. As long as pit stops go smoothly. And also granted that Ron doesn't get the correct adjustment during his pit stop to fix whatever he's got going on that's slowing down his lap times. We actually saw Ron's car for a moment there when the camera angle changed after Adam came down the hill there. I think that's the first time we've seen him in that shot, so he is closing the distance. Let's hop back to the back again. And we've got Viper, who pit around lap 2 or 3 at the very beginning. Not sure exactly what went wrong there, but He is way behind.
Is there a way at some point you can look and see why he stopped so early? Like when the race is over, can you find that anywhere or no?
I'm not sure if I can figure that out. I know when they go out, it'll tell me why they went out.
Oh, okay.
But if he fixed whatever the issue was, I'm probably not going to know.
Okay.
What I will do is try to view the lap before, or the lap that he came into pit, and see if he got hit by another car. Oh, we have someone pitting. That's Gunner coming out of the pits. Let's see who else might be coming down pit road. Looks like that's it so far, just Gunner. He may have been the first car down pit road for these green flag pit stops. Doesn't look like anyone else is there at the moment. Here's your race leader. Bumper Adams and the Human Food Dodge. Here's Gunner coming up behind Viper. He just pit. You know what would be interesting to see? I don't think it's possible, but for Viper to stay out, gain position back, and win the race, but I don't see it happening. Just there's so many laps. Because he came in so early. If he came in around lap 10, might be able to push it.
Really?
But I don't know about lap 3. We've got Squid Moose coming down pit road in the 37. Taken 2. Taken 4. Yes. All 4 tires for the 37 of Squid Moose. And he is off. Here's Ron. Coming down pit road. This will be interesting to see. We might see Adam coming right behind him as Adam started to slow his lap times, but he's going to stay out for 1 extra lap. Ron coming in for some tires and some fuel. The 95 of Sonny coming down pit road, right behind Ron as he leaves. Also picking up tires and fuel. I would be surprised if anybody took just 2 tires. And 95 pulling out. We have Crow in the 58 getting his pit stop out of the way and pulling off pit road. And here comes the leader of Bumper Adams as Crow is exiting. And it doesn't look like anyone else is on pit road at the moment, but let's see. Oh, I just had him. There he is. Let's see if Adam comes down this time by. He is coming in this time. Lap 24 out of 40. Ran an extra lap there on old tires. Pulled off a 42.686 last time by, so Ron's going to have a real shot at making up this distance and some time on him from staying out that extra lap. Here comes the 41 and the 11, and we'll see if the 50 comes by. There he goes. He's got a lot of distance on the 66 coming out of pit road, and he still has to exit pit road through the special pit exit road here. You know, that's not so bad. That's a little bit better than I thought, actually.
What's that?
The distance that Ron has on. Oh, Adam in the dirt. Not sure what happened there. I thought that Ron was going to open up more distance between him and the 66, but it didn't end up being as bad as I thought it would be. But our leader is still the same. Once they cross the start-finish line, because Ricky Tornado is currently being shown in second, we'll know if Adam and Half Cent 50 move up into second and third again. I'm pretty sure they will. And you can see with that angle right after the hill that Ron's car was in the shot, just like it was before pit stops happened when Adam was closing that distance in on Ron for second place. Oh, pit road is closed? Is that a red flag? We might have a caution. We do. Somebody got into some trouble somewhere on this track, Gina, just like you wanted. I'm trying to find them, but I don't know. The yellow flag is out. The field will get bunched back up. Bumper Adams has a huge lead on the field, but we're about to see that lead get cut down to nothing. I don't really see any damaged cars.
No, not seeing anything.
No? Alright, let's check this, see if it says anything. Nope. The 54 is a lap down. Interesting. So here we are at the front of the field. We have the 17 and the 37 sitting in front of Bumper Adams, even though Bumper Adams is shown as the race leader. Can you say that again?
My neighbor is weed whacking his front yard. Is it coming through on here?
It might, and I wouldn't know just because the engines are so, you know,
Oh, okay.
in my ears, but I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we saw the 37 of Squid Moose come down pit road already. And I'm not sure about the 17, but pit road is
70th.
open. And they are not coming down. We'll see what happens when they cross the start-finish line here, if Bumper Adams is still the race leader, if it goes to Squid Moose or Chopin. So it does look like Bumper Adams is the race leader. Everyone catching up. Alright, to try to help with time, because these caution laps are going to take some time. We're going to skip ahead just a little bit until we see that the lights are off. Alright. So this is the final caution lap before the green flag. Here's your field. The first two cars I really don't think matter. I don't think either of these are in contention. The 17 and the 37. But your race leader is the 81 of Bumper Adams. You have half cent 50 right behind him in the 50 car. The 66 of Adam, who's been trying to get to the bumper of Ron, now has a solid chance to move into second. Both of them have a chance to get the lead. Curtin C right behind him in fourth place, trying to move into the money. The 95 of Sonny, same thing in the top 5. Bricky Tornado in the 41, just outside the top 5. Excuse me. Kent Ketchum, your winner from Daytona, running 7th. Gina in 8th in the 11 Color Up Poker Chevrolet. Everybody coming down the hill. That's a cool shot. The 87 of Mallard, the 23 of Crimson King, the 58 of Crow, the 12 of Trey Mingle, the 3 of Ava, the 25 of Tooth, and Viper in the 7 car. You know who's not here? Gunner.
Oh. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it's Gunner. Gunner must have been the caution. Here we go. The green flag is out, and the 81 is getting challenged by the 50 immediately, going to the outside. And these two cars in front of him might give enough to the 50 and the 66 to get around the 81. They are bumper to bumper. The 81 trying to get to the inside of the 37, creating traffic behind him. He does get around the 37. Or I may have spoken too soon. The 50 going around the 37 on the bumper of the 81. Oh, the 50 is going to get caught on the outside here. The 66 really needs to get around the 37 here. The 17 pulling ahead. They're coming down the hill. Here comes Ron, Squid Moose, Adam, Curtin C, Sunny, Ricky Tornado, Kent Ketchum, Gina, Mallard, Crow, Trey, Crimson King, Ava, Viper, Tooth bringing up the rear. Ron got around the 37, the 66 of Adam still stuck behind the 37. This gives Curtin C a shot at getting around the 66 for third place. 10 laps remaining. Curtin C losing a little bit of ground on the 66, but as long as the 66 isn't getting around the 37, I think Kurt will have a few more chances. Oh, looked like the 67 was going for the pass there. I think Kurt will have a few more chances to get around him before the race is over. The 67 keeps getting slowed up by the 37, so when Kurt loses any distance on the 66, he gets it back. And the 66 making the move on the 37. Kurt may be able to capitalize here. Oh, he's driving it in hard. The 66 is tired of waiting. Coming up to the hill. And Kurt makes the pass.
Leave at 5 to go play poker.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's gonna miss the end. But good luck playing poker.
Yeah, good luck playing poker.
See, what I'm seeing is about 10 seconds difference in what your Kurt said. Blue flags. What's a blue flag?
A blue flag with a yellow stripe is telling someone that you're too slow, there's a faster car behind you, you need to let them by.
Okay.
So if you're shown the blue flag, it's a, hey, stop playing higher than your car actually is and move over, let these people get by you. You're basically like hindering the race, holding people up with a slow car, so they blue flag. And if you don't respond to that, they'll black flag you.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Adam said thank you.
And if you don't respond to the black flag, then you're Robbie Gordon.
Yes, that's a bad thing. What does the black flag do?
Black flag is, well, it's not necessarily disqualification. A black flag with the white stripe is a disqualification. But when I say black flag in that instance, I mean disqualified. Black flag is whenever you get a penalty. So let's say you speed on pit road, you get a black flag. Let's say at a super speedway like Daytona or Talladega, you passed below the yellow line, that's not always a black flag. Sometimes it's an on-track penalty where they just move you, like you have to drop your position back a certain number of spots or whatever the officials tell you you need to do. But if you come up above the yellow line after leaving pit road before you reach the back straightaway, then that's a black flag. The reason being, they don't want a car that just came off pit road going that slow to come up on the track when there's cars going 180 to 200 coming around the outside. There was a incident that happened. This is when I was still watching, so this was years ago. But there was an incident where someone, I can't remember if it was the Nationwide Series or the Sprint Cup Series, but they came up on the track at Talladega, like right out of the pits. And everybody knows the rules. It's not like any of these people don't know the rules. If I know the rules, they know the rules. And unfortunately, someone did smash into the back of his car, and like half the field, maybe that's an exaggeration, but a bunch of people got caught up in it, and it was really, really bad. Win stupid prizes.
37 isn't racing for position. He needs to move over. I agree.
That is correct. 37 is not racing for position. He needs to move over. There is a program where I could control flags, but I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to. You can like issue black flags and things like that, but that's more for like an online racing league where you have real people playing. So you would have to issue your own black flags and things like that. But I would be able to do it. I'd be able to issue him. I don't know if it gives me the blue flag, but I'd try to do something to get him to move. Because I don't think the game does that. I don't think this game thinks about the blue flag.
That's 6 laps left.
Kurt worried about getting caught up behind the 37 and the 66 passing him back.
I don't blame him. It's got to be frustrating.
Very frustrating.
Who's number 37?
That is Squid Moose.
Adam said he plays at 5 Central, so he's got an hour.
Oh, good.
The whole race, he's got to get past Kurt, he said.
Very nice. Well, you got 5 laps to do it, and probably in the last 2 laps, you'll see these cars do crazy stuff. I should just look it up to see if that's how it works, but I'm pretty sure, you know, the later you get into the race, the higher your aggression, or the more you're willing to do, the harder you're willing to push. Because, like, on the Kentucky race, that was a pretty cool finish, and that within the last couple of laps you saw that happen.
So you're saying I'm in 8th, I got a shot? Is that what you're saying?
You know what? You do have a shot. We saw Kurt do it in 1 lap from 8th to 4th.
Yeah. How far out ahead is Bumper now?
He is 9 seconds ahead of Ron at the moment. So not running as good as he did in the beginning. If this was a longer race, like if this was the full 100, I think by the end of it he would, the way his car is looking right now, he wouldn't have that momentum anymore. But he started so strong, and it looks like he's still pretty strong. He's got average speed. He's the only one on the track with an average speed of 80. Everyone else, you know, when you're running right behind cars, you're not going to be able to hit your top speeds. You're constantly hitting the brake. You're trying to get around people. You're racing. But that leader, they have a huge benefit. They're not racing anybody. They got clean air, and they're able to just run around the track as fast as they can, while everybody else tries to, you know, fight for position behind them like this. So even with his car running a little bit slower than it was before, he's still 9 seconds ahead. Well, now 12 seconds ahead. It updated. But I'm not so concerned about that. I want to see this race between Kurt and Adam. Because it looks like Bumper Adams and Ron have pretty much got their spots locked up at this point with 4 laps remaining. As long as they don't make a mistake or another caution doesn't fly. If another caution does fly, I think the race is over. This game is too old for the green-white checkered 3 shots rule. I don't think it even does green-white checkers. Kurt looking to make it around the 37. If he can get around the 37 in these next couple of laps, it's over. There's no way. Unless the 66 comes with him, I don't know if anyone's going to be able to get around him before the end. But it took him, like, what, 30 laps to get up into 3rd? From 8th place? No, he's come a long way. Probably the best car on the track overall for the... Oh, look, there he goes, moving to the inside of the 37, trying to make the pass, and this might hurt him. The 66 might get a door open to get around him. And the 41 also moving into the picture for that top 3 is on Adam's bumper. That's Ricky Tornado in the 41.
See, I'm so far behind. Kurt just made that move. It's about 10 seconds, right?
Yeah. Maybe even a little more. I remember looking at the settings because it lets you pick, like, do you want normal lag, like no lag at all? But if you do no lag at all, the quality sucks. So if you want the best quality video, you have to take the most lag. Or the most delay.
Yeah. Nice job, 37. He's really screwing up the whole race, isn't he?
Yeah. In a way, he might be creating a race, because if he wasn't in the way, these guys might be spread out, single file, not catching each other. But this way, they're kind of all bunched up. I still don't know why he ended up where he did. Something like that happened at Daytona. The 95 stayed out on that last pit stop, ended up ahead of everyone, but wasn't a lap down, but also wasn't advancing position. It was really weird. Curtain C opening up some distance on the 66, who's also opened up some distance on the 41. Looks like they're pushing a little harder as the race is coming to its close. Oh, Adam went a little wide there, and that opens up the door for Ricky Tornado. Curtain C gets a good run, opening up even more distance on the 66. The white flag is out for the leader. As the rest of the field comes around to take the white flag, we will have 1 lap remaining this time by. This is Adam and Ricky Tornado's last chance to get up into 3rd place and get around Kurt.
Adam's not very happy.
No, I wouldn't be either. He probably saw that move, and that's a rough one. It's because his driver's trying to advance position. He's driving harder, and I think he took the wrong line into that turn, whatever turn number that was, and came out way too hot and lost some ground. As long as Kurt doesn't make a mistake, it looks like he's got a pretty solid hold on 3rd place here. Guessing our leader's about to take the checkered flag. Ron will take the checkered flag behind him. Has about a 11-second lead on Kurt right now in second place, half cent 50. But here is the race for third place. The final place that pays. Kurt with a good run on the 66 and the 41. It would take a tragedy at this point for the 33 to lose this one. They're coming around to the start-finish line and taking the checkered flag for the last paid spot. That looks like a white flag. Why does that look like a white flag? Guys, 1 lap to go. That is the white flag. I thought, is this really 1 to go? I thought that, I genuinely thought that lap we just watched was the last lap. It told me white flag on the, on my screen over here.
Yeah, it says 0, so there's still 1. This is the last one now.
Gotcha. So this is the white flag, guys. Adam, you have 1 more shot, and he is closing the distance on Curtain C. This is going to be close. He's coming up to his bumper.
How long is the track, do you know offhand?
2 point something. It's at least 2 miles. Kurt not letting go. The 66 trying to drive it in hard 1 last time. Will it be enough? In this final turn here, tries to bring it to his bumper, but not quite there. The 33 holding on the 66 finally gets next to him, but it is too late. Curtain C finishing third. And I believe that is the true checkered flag, unlike the fake one from a lap ago. Let's check just to make sure. It is complete. The 81 taking the win, half cent 50 in second, and Kurt finishes third, rounding out your top 3. Adam, a close 4th, almost brought it home there in the end. And 5th is Ricky Tornado, Sonny in 6th, Gina in 7th. You picked up a spot, Gina.
I did, wow.
Kent Ketchum, your winner from Daytona, finishing 8th. The 87 of Mallard in 9th, and the 23 of Crimson King, rounding out your top 10. Header, it says, for Gunner. Let's see if we can go back, find the 54 here. It was lap 25. See if we can catch that incident that happened. Oh, there it is. He's got smoke. It just starts coming. So he blew a tire going into lap 24, it looks like. What's header?
Now, how is that determined? Is it just random? Your car can have something like that happen?
Well, you can see how all these people are on pit road here. Their tires are all about to blow. That's why they're coming down pit road. Gunner thought he could stay out an extra lap.
Oh,
He hasn't
gotcha.
come into pit yet. And when he crosses the start-finish line, he didn't have another lap on those tires. So
Gotcha.
it looks like he blew a tire. No, it's the engine, not a tire. It's coming from the front of the car. Oh, you can see he's coming to a stop here. Yeah, that is not a tire issue. That is an engine problem. And the 58 of Crow into the dirt, trying to avoid him. And that's it. He's done for the day on lap 24. That's what happened. Was that what brought out the caution, though? Yeah, it is
Was it?
because Crow being a car that was up to speed, flying by him on the left-hand side.
All right, so Kurt says the 37 car should have been moved out of the way. NASCAR needs to stay on top of this. And a header is the exhaust manifold. When it's damaged, it burns exhaust valves and destroys the motor.
Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate the
That's
explanation.
a
Learn something new every
huge.
day.
Pretty much the motor's shot if your header's blown, right?
That's unfortunate for Gunner.
Oh, he'll be thrilled about that.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with Daytona, and
No,
then
he
this.
wasn't.
He's going to hate the way his car's running. But congratulations to Bumper Adams taking the pole and the win. Half cent 50, second place for 220. Curtin C, third place for 110. And Adam bubbled the race. Finished
Sorry,
fourth.
Adam.
But you know
And
what?
who got wasn't there an additional payout?
Yeah, that was for the pole position. That also
Okay.
goes to Bumper Adams.
Okay.
Finished first, or started first, finished first. All right, guys, that concludes the special Sunday race at Laguna Seca. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we will be at the Daytona Road Course this coming Friday. I just finished recording all the Daytona footage. I just have to edit it down. That'll be up by the end of today. And then, of course, I'll get the summary of this race posted as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll get that all the prize money sent out through Color Up. You guys should have that soon. Thank you to Gina for coming on and being a special guest host. Anything you want to say?
Adam says, congrats, good race, gotta go, see you next time.
See you next time, Adam. Thanks for being here. Thanks, everyone, for being here and watching, and have a wonderful Sunday.
Yep, have a good day.